Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Local Lowdown podcast. We are located in South Central Texas. On this podcast, we do a weekly review of all the newspapers in Lavaca County, Texas, and also the Luling Newsboy and Signal located in Luling, Texas. After the reviews, we will have a conversation about different subjects all over the Lone Star State. Some of these things can get quite comical. Thanks for listening. And now, here are your hosts, Murray and Michelle.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Local
Lowdown.
Good job, Jimmy. I didn't even expect you to do it. So this is our second take already because I didn't test the first one.
Yeah, she got a little anxious.
I don't like to do all the extras, but Murray's not here.
I know.
Imagine that.
I don't know where he really is. I think he got a little down in his back right now, so hopefully...
Yeah, I think he was doing a backflip or something, and that'll get you, Murray. That will get you. But we're going to do the papers without him, and then we're going to talk and, do our normal stuff. And we'll start with the Molten Eagle since Murray's not here.
Sure can.
And because he thinks, it was so great this week because 8,000 or 800, which was it? Do you remember?
Something around 6,000
views. And he was bragging. We'll say that.
Well, Murray puts it on the paper's Facebook pages, and Molten Eagle got, according to Murray, over 6,000 views. Of course, Michelle, being the smart person she is, says it's because it's a big accident photographs on the front page.
Yes, because I'm very intelligent, and that's what it is. But Murray did a great job of laying out these accident photos, and Clayton got them. Now, he didn't take them, but he got them.
Oh,
so
he didn't. Okay, I thought he was at the scene.
No, we will thank Chief Daniel Byer for getting those to us and read all about it. Clayton wrote about that. Now, Molten had their big jamboree, so there's a lot of jamboree stuff going on in all our papers. And then you attended the Commissioner's Court where they talked about replacing the JP.
Yes, they did. That's been a big story around here for about the last 3 weeks or so. Unfortunate situation, and the JP passed away, and they have to make some decision now as to how they replace his spot on as a JP precinct 2. And basically the court decided to wait till the Republican Party comes up with the nominee, because then they have to put that name on the ballot in November to vote for. And anyway, the Commissioner's Court decided, well, let's wait and see what the party is going to do, and then they're going to, whoever they select, then they're going to see if the person would be willing to start right away or a little later or whatever the case may be.
What if they pick you?
They're not going to pick me because I don't want to be the JP.
I wanted to do it because I like new adventures, but y'all told me I can't. I didn't know that it was like you had to have certain things.
Well, you have to live in precinct 2, and I don't think you do.
I guess not.
You're in precinct 3. And they have a JP there.
Well, maybe I'm the next one. Who knows? Let's see what's next. Now,
you would make a terrible JP, I'll tell you that right.
Well, that's very kind of you. We have all the winners from the Molten Town and Country Jamboree.
Well, that was a big event for Molten. It always is each year.
Ooh, the papers are making noise. A reminder again of our newspaper rates are going to go up starting next week. So if you go to a store, you need to bring more than $1.
Yeah, it's going to go to $1.50, and according to Ani, that's the first time in 15 years that the single paper rate has gone up from has gone from $1 now to $1.50. And then if you subscribe for the whole year, it's going up $4. Now, understand, folks, I know that's a big jump, but two things factor into that. One is mailing costs more nowadays. I think it went up 7% for that matter.
It's kind of been a lot.
And then, of course, printing, paper and ink and things like that go up too. Just it joins everything else that's going up.
Maybe our salaries. Oh, no, that hasn't happened. That hasn't happened quite yet. But and then we also have some awards that were given to the Gaslight Theater some scholarships that were received, and the Schulenburg Festivals this weekend. So festivals continue to happen.
Right.
So you can head on over there and read all about Jimmy tells you what's going to be going on. There was Lincoln and Lawson Parsons were selected by Lone Star to serve as official FIFA flag carriers at the Netherlands versus Sweden FIFA World Cup match.
Wow, that's nice. I mean,
that's cool. So congrats to them. That'll be something they'll never forget.
Exactly.
Murray wrote a column. Did you read it, Jimmy?
No, I haven't yet. I usually don't read it until a little later on.
At all? Oh, no, he didn't say that. Well, did he tell you what it was about?
No, he did not.
Oh,
if I'd have been doing this podcast, I'd let him talk about it, but I'm sorry.
He told him to be quiet.
What is the headline?
It says, "The Forgotten Fighter Who Drew First Blood for Texas."
You know, I'm not certain what it's all about, but I know one thing. Murray is passionate about Texas history and historical things that happen, and he brings out some good stories every week, and they are printed in all the papers, or if you get them in there, that is. And
that's right.
Anyway, he does a good job with it, and it is very interesting, and I know a lot of people enjoy reading it.
Yes, so you should read it, and it is about a man named Spencer Houston Jack, and I'm sure it's good, so read it. Lavaca County Crime Stoppers, I have no clue what that's about.
Well, basically all that is they asked me to put something in there. We've always had Lavaca Crime Stoppers, but for a while there it's kind of been in the background, and they're trying to promote it a little bit more. If a person sees some kind of crime, or they see something, or they think they have a person that might be guilty of a felony or something, they can turn it in. It'll be an anonymous tip. They could even get a reward up to $1,000 or so.
So if you see anything, be aware.
Well, that's what they always say. If you see something, say something.
That's so good, Jimmy. I'm proud of you. The Grand Champion pie sold for $4,600.
Oh, what kind of pie was it?
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
Imagine that.
I don't know how many pies do they have enter into that contest, I wonder.
Well,
because it's a big event there for the Moulton Town and Country Jamboree.
That's why Clayton should have came out here, because he was there.
That's right. Maybe he even got a taste of one of them.
Probably. I would guess he did. But, well, I don't know, because he's kind of picky. But
Yeah.
He said, "Can I come with y'all?" Did you hear him say that?
Yeah, he did say that. He
and I
wanted to join
said,
us.
"Okay, fine." And then he said, "Oh, no, maybe next time."
You called
then he
it.
got
You
scared.
called his bluff, is what you did.
I did. He's chicken poop. All right, we're going to go to one of the best papers. And that is
Why is that?
Because I do it.
Well, Murray says it's always the flagship paper.
Yeah, and I don't even know what flagship means.
It means the main one or something, or because, and I think basically it's because most of us that put these papers together, I don't want to disgrade anybody with Shiner or Yoakum or Luling, but we have a lot to do with putting some things into the paper and putting them together.
Yeah.
And
it's the main office.
It's a team effort from all of them, from our Shiner staff and from our Yoakum staff and from our Luling individual, Nicole.
Yeah.
And Nadine and
I saw
Allison,
Nadine yesterday.
and then also Janet and Mark Luby over at Shiner.
Oh, can't forget Mark Luby. Do you know Mark Luby forgot papers yesterday?
I was wondering about that. I saw him laying out there, and I was going to say something. I said, well, he always goes over and delivers some papers to some of the convenience stores, and I figured, well, he's coming back. I can't believe he did that.
Yeah.
So what did he have to do, make a second trip?
Yep, imagine that. All right, so the Tribune Herald, top of the paper is about the JP, both the Commissioner's Court that you discussed earlier, and then from the Republican Party.
Well, they spell out what you have to do to.
Yeah,
to
that's when I
apply.
learned I couldn't do it.
Yeah. So.
Well, that and you told me you can't do it, and now you told me I'd be
You
terrible.
got to be a regular voter too, and you don't.
I am. I try.
Once in a while, you're registered.
If you
well, I
take
shouldn't
me-
say regular. I should.
Yeah,
say
it says
supposed to be
registered.
but you vote maybe once every year, at one time, and there might be 3 elections.
Well, because you don't take me. I do vote. Just so you know,
What
everyone
did
should
Nicole
vote.
write over there?
Nicole wrote about the tower story. So the UT Tower is on their 60th, I think, anniversary.
Yeah,
of when
I
the
can
shooting.
vaguely remember that. I'm sure if Murray was here, he could talk a lot more of it because he grew up in Austin and he's been around Austin and the University of Texas. And this is the shooting that took place out of the tower of the University of Texas. I've read stories about it before.
Yeah.
They really are interesting.
And this, to me, is one of the best written stories I've read in a long time, and I actually did read it. And it kind of sends chills. So this lady, whose name is Cheryl Dickerson, her name was Bots, I think, when...
and she was one of the folks that got shot?
No, she ran into him. So she was on some floor, I can't remember what floor it was, but they were at the tower, and she saw him... And he had guns, and he was dressed as, like, a maintenance man. But she said at that time, like, all the boys in high school and everyone had the guns in their truck. So it wasn't, like, a shocking thing to see. But she did kind of get startled and just said, "Hi, how are you?" And I guess it startled him enough that he just responded back and didn't shoot her.
Oh, she's very lucky.
Yeah.
One thing about the subscription rates going up, one thing I failed to mention a while ago, those of you that take it by subscription, in other words, you pay your subscription for the year, you also are eligible for getting the paper online. And a lot of times that's even better because you get it right away. It comes out on early Wednesday morning, and if you're by your computer or iPad or iPhone, you can open up to that and read about it even before you get your hard copy print, which might not come till the next day or two.
Yeah.
But you got to do one thing to get it that way. You got to call Michelle here or Ani at the newspaper here in Hallettsville to make sure that they put you on the list to receive it that way. So if you want to do that and you're a subscriber, do that because it really is nice.
Yeah, so if you want to save trees, just get it online. Either way.
Boy, look at you.
I'm so environmental savvy.
Oh, yes.
So
like them insects we have to collect all the time.
That's right.
We can talk about that after a while.
Yeah, well, y'all are doing so well, too. Chatting with Chuck, same question. I don't know what it is, but...
Oh, what?
What
it's a different question, isn't it?
What famous movie actor got his start on Gunsmoke?
Do you know?
No.
I have a guess, but I know it. I don't want to reveal it.
I don't know what Gunsmoke
Well, let's
even
just
is.
say, I'll give a little hint.
Okay.
He's an actor that actually starred in a movie that some of it was filmed right here in Hallettsville.
Harrison Ford. Burt
No.
Reynolds.
No.
I don't know. There's my two guesses. And let me just tell you, Chuck is not as kind as Henry. Like, he doesn't give you multiple guesses. He'll say, "Call back."
Yeah, I know. Henry would
was
give
so
a bunch
nice.
of... Hey, Henry was nice to the callers, and
Yeah.
Chuck's a little more, I don't know, he's ornery sometimes.
My Henry. We miss him so much. All right, and Chuck did 50 years ago, and then you attended the hospital board.
Yeah, they have their monthly meetings, and I think this time they had it actually was 2 weeks ago, and they did the audit report and stuff like that.
And I want to know, why haven't you talked Astros lately? So Jimmy has a Jots for Jim, which he hasn't had in forever.
Well, first of all, my Jots from Jim, I talked about the heat. This is the dog days of summer. You know that, don't you? I guess you wonder what that means,
It's darn hot.
That's tough on those dogs that are outside. I mean, we got a lot of people that have inside dogs now, but those that have to lay around outside, they're looking for cool spots to lay in, maybe a muddy type area to stay cool. Plenty of water they need to drink too. But talked about that, and of course the different things I did as a teenager, hauling hay and picking corn and stuff like that. That was hot work.
I don't understand how you pick corn, the whole husk. You don't.
Well, no, if you don't have a corn picker that runs off of a machine, then you have to go there and break each ear of corn off the stalk. Then you put a bunch in a pile.
Yeah.
And come back later with the trailer or a truck, back of a truck, and drive through the cornfield and pick up those piles of corn.
And then did you have to shuck them and all that?
Well,
too?
not yes and no. If I remember right, you could take corn to that was not shucked to a, if you sow that corn, then they would shuck it. They have a machine that would shuck it. Otherwise, if you had it for yourself, yes, you had to shuck it.
I've shucked corn, can you believe that? And I used to love when the little worms would crawl out of it.
They used to have black little spiders hanging around in those piles too, and that wasn't fun.
Yeah, no, I didn't see any of those.
Okay, back to the Astros. The reason I haven't talked about a lot of the Astros, I feel like I didn't want to bring that up as often getting into sports. I mean, I could do nothing but sports on there, but then I'd step on Chuck Groff's toes, and I don't want to do that.
I think you should do it. I love stepping on his toes.
Speaking of the Astros, though, they're doing pretty good now.
Yeah, they're not frustrating you anymore.
No, they're not.
It could come back, though, Jimmy.
I know
frustration.
Yeah, it's way.
And then you also talk about school starting, and you said this morning you were starting to look that up.
Well, yeah, I looked up, and Hallettsville ISD starts on the 13th, I think it is. But Sacred Heart doesn't start till the 18th. Now, I don't know what the other. I know you said Shiner starts on the 12th.
High school, yeah, I don't know about Catholic
Yoakum
school.
or Moulton or St. Paul or the other rural schools around here. We'll have to find that out later.
And it'll be in your paper maybe next week. Check it out. Mm-hmm. Congratulations to Longhorn Liquor. They're celebrating 19 years.
Wow. That's good.
We also have the Schulenburg Festival and a little bit about the Yoakum Church Picnic. I asked this the other day and no one answered me. Are Catholic churches the only one that has church picnics?
It's a good question. Yes, a lot of them do, but I think some of the other religion churches also hold picnics. I know years ago the Settine Church would hold a picnic on the second Sunday in September.
And they're not Catholic?
No, they're not.
Oh, okay. Well, then there's my answer. We have Sports by Chuck Groff, and he's talking about everything getting started. So, like, two-a-days, which I don't know that so much are two-a-days anymore.
They all start next Monday.
But are they actually two-a-days?
No. Yeah, they call them two-a-days. Years back, when they had practices, they would call them two-a-days because they'd have the players come in the morning and practice for a couple hours, then come back in the evening, and it would be considered two-a-days. Now they practice the same amount of time, but they do it all at one time.
Yeah.
So it really isn't a two-a-day. It's just...
No, it's just long and hard.
Yes, it is. If you've ever played any sports in the summer or late summer like that, it's tough.
Quite the experience. Mm-hmm. And we have 3 obituaries. One is a repeat from last week, which is Laverne Caning Tupa. I apologize that some of Mr. Dro's obituary got in hers. Not sure how things like that always happen, but I do apologize. James Jim Luce and Lawrence Joseph Larry Collis.
Yeah, we offer our condolences to their families in the loss of their loved one.
And then we have the KJZT make some donations. Murray's column got in my paper. We had lots of ads this week. Thank you to Leon's, who's running an ad for the next month, and also for Gonzalez Healthcare, who returned as an advertiser this week, and all of our papers. And then check out the Farm Bureau. They attended something about Congress. I read it, but I don't remember. Yeah. Some bill, and they attended
Go back
Washington.
to the front page. There's one thing we didn't mention. Down in the right-hand corner is a photo of the Levack County Sheriff's Office is holding. They were raising money for or seeking donations for a thing they call the School Safety Project, where they were collecting so much money and then provide all the schools in the county some type of safety equipment. And they finally reached their goal. And there's some pictures there. The Gluck Foundation from, I think it's out of Yoakum. Mm-hmm. And then Billy Gerke and his 2 organizations, Forever Last and Brush to Bay, also gave to it. And then they had an anonymous donation too, which pushed them over. No. Oh. Pushed them over the top. And congratulations to the Sheriff's Department for accomplishing that goal. And I think, what was her name? Neely Yackel had a lot to do with that.
All right.
He headed that up for the Sheriff's Department.
Shiner Gazette.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right. Front page. What do we got? So there's a new band director at Shiner.
It says assistant band director.
Oh, assistant. I'm sorry.
You can't read.
I can't. I choose not to most of the time. But she is taking the place of Dr. Adam Linsky, who was the assistant band director last year, or one. There's two. So they have 3 band directors in Shiner. And so band has gotten underway. They started practicing last week.
I was going to ask you that.
And then continue this week, and then
folks may not realize that they now it used to, again, years ago, schools started. That's when bands started, or they may have been coming in some, but I'm driving by the football stadium there on the parking lot now. The Hallettsville High School band is out there on the parking lot marching and going through drills and stuff like that, and they're out there in the middle of the day at noon.
It's hot. This week they went 9 to 12, and last week they went 9 to 12, and then if you were a percussionist, you had to go from 5 to 8 or 7. I don't know. She was there a lot last week, but that's fun. But she wasn't there the whole time because she was playing softball.
And now she's going to be gone next week.
Yes, so
the band director's okay with that.
Yes, he's been very kind. So has the volleyball coach, because I'm pretty sure 7 to 8 of the girls are going to be freshmen this year, and will be playing volleyball. And so they're missing all of 2-a-days as well. So they're missing 2-a-days, they're missing band, probably some other things that I don't even know about yet. But they are on a very once-in-a-lifetime experience. They left this morning to head to Washington to play in the Little League World Series. Actual play does not start till Sunday at 4 o'clock Washington time, so 6 o'clock.
That's 2 hours behind Texas time. That's Pacific Coast time. So
I will be in bed at like 7 o'clock when I get there. I'll be very tired.
Well, we'll make sure we text you in the middle of the early morning. When we get up, you still be.
Well, that's what y'all did last week. So I was on New Mexico time, which we were an hour ahead, right?
Yeah, you're in Mountain time for.
Or I was an hour behind.
Yeah, yes. Basically Texas is 1 hour ahead. Yeah.
Yes. So
I'll make sure when I get up on Monday morning at 7 o'clock, I'm up by 6. That would be 4 for you. You could hear my
don't do that. So because last week I was like, they started text, so I had finished most of the papers. So I did the papers from New Mexico for those that don't know.
And you did a good job.
Thank you. And so this Luling Newsboy and Hallettsville Tribune Herald were brought to you from New Mexico, Albuquerque to be exact, and from my hotel room. And I appreciate, first of all, I work with a great team here, and I appreciate everyone who made any sacrifices to make sure that I did get it done quickly in a timely manner. And I know we had to change how things were delivered to me and different things, and I appreciate all that.
So is that planned for this coming week?
Our new editor, Jimmy, is going to do Hallettsville, and I am going to do...
Now, this is Jimmy Galvin, not Jimmy Apple.
Jimmy Apple, oh yeah. Let me make that clear. Although, if you need to do it, he's going to put together Hallettsville, and I will put together Luling up until I don't fly out till Saturday at 6. So we're planning to leave Shiner about 1. So Saturday up until then, I'm going to get the Luling paper as much done. So it should be pretty done, and then Jimmy will finish. Jimmy Galvan will finish anything.
Just say Jimmy G.
Jimmy G.
There you go.
And I'm very thankful because I don't think this schedule is a little more grueling, so I would be pressed for time on. I think they play at 10:30.
You play every day at different times, too, don't you?
But while I was doing the paper this last time, I stayed up till like 2, which was technically 1 y'all time, right?
No,
and so
it was 3 our time.
3 y'all time, yes. And so by the time I went to bed, then I started getting texts at like 6:30, which was 7:30 y'all time. And I was like, why are they at work so early? What's wrong with them? But then I remember. So I didn't get much sleep, but it was well worth the experience. And I wish these 11 girls, have played together a very long time. They work very well together. They're very excited. I don't know that it's quite hit them, to be honest.
It really and truly, it is kind of a surreal thing when you first go through it. And then as time goes by afterward, you start to, man, that was quite accomplishment.
Yeah, they're just kind of living moment to moment, and they're all been so busy because we've done fundraisers, and I can't thank the community of Shiner and the local communities from all over, but especially like I say the touching communities to Shiner, Hallettsville, Yoakum, Gonzales,
I think
Moulton.
that says a lot about Lavaca County too.
Just did a great job of supporting us. But these girls were still, like I said, going to band and volleyball this week. I think most of them played volleyball on Monday night. Some had volleyball last night, plus band, before they head out. One of the girls is actually running track before she arrives in Washington.
Wow.
So they're a very busy group, very well-rounded. But they also have big dreams right now, and their dream is to revel in this experience, but also they still want to win.
Oh, certainly they want to try to win the whole thing.
They go in undefeated, so they don't.
No offense, but all of them go undefeated right now.
That's right. Well, you could have lost and then came back in a championship bracket.
Well, yeah, they haven't lost a game through this whole.
Yes,
I see what you're saying.
So but you do have to win each title.
This new tournament, though, everybody has no losses.
That's right. We're going in. We're going in and wiped out. So that was the big news of the front page. We've kind of already talked about Crime Stoppers subscription, JP.
Yeah, basically, because we're a county papers, some of the county reference things go into all the papers.
And we do have 2 obituaries. We have Billy Wayne Long and Sylvia Rivera. Condolences to both of their families. More donations have been given to the Shiner Tennis Association, and if you've driven through Shiner, the downtown courts are very blue now.
Really?
And so they're looking great, but they are bright, so you can't miss them. But thanks for all those donations that keep coming in. That helps Shiner. There was a grass fire on Monday, and Clayton covered that. The brewery will be holding a back-to-school bash this Saturday, if you can attend. Schulenburg Festival, we've talked about that. Murray's column got in the paper. So more about the World Series, and then Mark covers 2 local athletes who have furthered their career. Zach Johnson at Sam Houston State University, and Brinley Ramirez at Kansas. And I will say that Brinley, she did suffer an injury. I haven't read this article, so I probably believe it says that, but something to, I think, her rotator cuff, shoulder. It was shoulder. I don't know. But when we had our fundraiser meal at the Casper Pavilion, she was out at the softball field, and we told some people to move their cars because she was hitting bombs, and no one wants their windshield broke. So she looks like she's recovering very well, and we wish her the best of luck.
That's good.
Do you know any of this stuff?
No, I don't. No, but
all right.
Is that all of Shiner?
That's it. We did it.
Okay, we moved to the Luling.
I guess we should do Yoakum first.
Okay, we're going to go to Yoakum first. The Yoakum Herald Times. And who's the people that work over there?
Nadine and Allison.
We got to mention
Nadine. And if Nadine doesn't know something, then it hasn't happened, is what Chuck says. So there's that. So there was an Eagle Scout. So congratulations to Aiden Alvarez for getting that honor. It's a big honor. A lot of the same thing. Tom must have went to the Moulton Jamboree Parade, and congrats to them. What else do we got? A lot of repeats, like Jimmy said, because we're a county paper, and this is our third one.
If it's a county news, it goes into all the papers.
Yeah, and then we have 3 obituaries. 2 we've already said, but I will re-mention them. Sylvia Rivera and James Luce. And then we have Mark Václavic. Condolences to their family. Allison also, or someone writes about the Yoakum fall sports starting. Maybe it was Mark. Who knows? Murray got several articles in the paper that are probably coming from the past.
Oh, yeah, he has last week's article in there and then this week's article.
So, actually has 3.
Okay,
so
Murray ought to be happy with them.
Actually 4.
4 of them.
Wow, Murray. Someone's catching up to your articles. All right, so if you want a Murray paper.
Of course, there's the classified ads as
Murray would say.
Paper. And what does Murray say?
You may find something you didn't know you needed.
That's right.
And on the back, hot temperatures have arrived in Yoakum and everywhere, obviously. Now, I heard Washington's going to be better where I'm headed. I'm not going to be so hot. Like the high is like 75 to 85.
Well, actually, I've never been up to Seattle, and that's where close to where y'all are.
Yeah, it's about 20 minutes away.
And I've always heard that they have gloomy, wet, damp weather for the most part, especially in the winter time.
Well, it's the summer.
I know, but they're still.
Are you confused?
They're closer to Alaska and Canada than we are.
You're trying to burst my bubble. I'm going to be close to Canada?
Yeah, right across the.
So Canada doesn't have far to go.
Don't you know the maps?
No, not at all. I was actually going to the other side of the map. I was going to D.C., I think.
Seattle's not too far. You go north and you're into Canada. And then you go even further north and you go into Alaska.
So how far do you think Canada has to travel? Not very far, because we play
Well,
Canada.
it depends on what part of Canada is qualified. You know, Canada stretches all the way over to Maine, the East Coast.
Now, someone said, I haven't seen where each team is from yet, I don't think. But someone said we're playing the Czech Republic.
No, you're playing the Asian team first.
First, right. But the team from Czech, I don't know.
They call it Czechia, I think.
Yeah, is actually from Bohemia
Y'all
or
are
something.
in the same pool with them?
No, I think they're in A and we're in B or something.
Yeah, you wouldn't play them unless you meet them in a
There's like 10 teams and there's 2 pools of 5.
Yeah.
And I think ours is Asia, Canada, and a West.
East Coast, something. West Coast, and
then us.
Texas, Southwest.
West, yeah.
And they go by regions in the country, so that's why it's like that.
Yeah, so Southwest is not necessarily, it could have been from Louisiana or Arizona. No,
Or
Louisiana
Oklahoma.
or New Mexico.
Or Oklahoma. Yeah.
But we won, so we're representing
You're the
Texas.
representative of that.
Correct. All right, let's go to Luling.
Luling, Newsboy, and Signal. I've always wondered why Murray would always say and Signal, but if you look at the top of the paper, it says that.
Jimmy,
and
how long
Signal.
have you worked for the paper?
20 years.
Oh, God. All right, and in year 20, Jimmy has learned what our 5th paper is called.
Well, we never hardly did anything with Luling. That just started up in the last couple of years or so.
All right, well, it's here now, and we love it. Nicole, like we said, did a great job on the story about the tower. You should it's a definite read. Commissioner's Court was a really big deal last week in Luling. With some
Caldwell County.
Yes, Caldwell County, sorry. With some interest in, I think, data centers and purchasing and all of that. So read that.
A lot of people there. Did Nicole describe it as having a big crowd or not?
No, it was something about things that were signed by certain people.
Oh, okay.
But you have to read it because I'm not going to say what it is because I don't even know really. And then in Guadalupe County, there was also a data center protest. And she writes about that.
They sparked a data center protest lawsuit, basically.
Yeah, so. And then there was a Liberty Dinner fundraiser that she covered. The superintendent from Luling ISD talks about the upcoming excitement for the new school year. So as a former teacher, is this an exciting time?
Yeah, me and Nicole always go. We're both former teachers, so we always say we kind of think alike in a lot of ways because we're educators primarily.
Yeah, and my husband. Gross.
And your husband.
Gross how much they think alike.
I can't believe that. I mean, I've told you before, your husband is a coach. I was a coach, and coaches have a brotherhood about them.
An odd list writing, crazy schedule kind of thing. Anyway, Eric Lugo talks a little bit about the Astros and, baseball, but Astros is first that he covers. NASCAR and soccer.
Well, I see they put the Luling football schedule. And volleyball schedule. So if you want to start making plans to go watch them play, the schedules are in the paper this week.
Yes, and they actually come to Hallettsville on October 2nd.
Yeah, I think they both are in the district together now.
Yes, there is a large message from County Judge Hoppy Hayden about that Commissioner's Court meeting we were talking about earlier. This is a paid advertisement by him, but if you want to hear his side, there it is. Free school supplies. If you need it, it tells you where to get a police report, and that is it.
And that is it.
We did it.
We did it in 35 minutes.
And now we have like 30 minutes to talk.
Well, first of all, I don't see any buzzards out there by the window. And
so now what does that mean?
I think maybe maybe it is what you said. We don't have the person that was also absent last week.
Chuck Groff.
I wasn't going to name the name.
They're after Chuck.
We might think they're after Chuck now instead of after Michelle or Murray.
And there's like a Grand Canyon crater. Is that the word?
Yeah, it's caused by the trash truck backing up or pulling up to the dumpster there, and I'm sure that's a weakened area as far as asphalt is concerned.
So it created a crater, or maybe just a pothole, but it's a big one.
Well, I know we talked a lot about the girls going to Washington. You want to say exactly where they're going and so forth?
Sure. So they play in Kirkland, Washington.
Which is about
20 minutes outside of Seattle.
Oh, you better watch out what you're doing in Seattle, because there's a lot of craziness that goes on there sometimes.
Well, good. That's where I'm staying, so that's really exciting. I hear they throw fish.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, you can go.
So I'd like to see someone throwing fish.
It's salmon.
And there's something gross like a gum wall.
Oh, I don't know
where people
about that.
like chew their gum and then stick it on a wall.
Really?
I don't know, but I'm all about seeing weird stuff. I don't know if Gilbert's going to be all about that. But yes, the girls we had to have them at the center of town this morning to load up. They left at 4:15 a.m.
As we understand, as we speak,
they are in the air flying.
Now, is that the first time Patricia's ever flown?
It's not.
Oh,
I think
then she's okay.
Yeah, she is. I think the only girl that hasn't flown is the girl that's running track. So she's going to fly with her parents.
Okay.
So that was lucky for the coach, because I will say, so there's 3 coaches and a team mom that is going. So 4 chaperones. 2 are men. Not to say anything, Jimmy, but 2 are men. And there's 11 girls, 13 and 14-year-old girls.
Obviously, they do a good job coaching them, even though they're men.
They do a great job coaching. Now, dealing with girl drama, I don't know.
Well, that's true.
But none of them got lost so far. I know that the manager, who is Melissa Coleman, said this morning that once she got through security, that she would feel much relief.
Oh, yeah. Well, everybody that flies, you're so much happier when you get through security.
And so she had texted us when that happened and said now she can breathe. So I hope that they have a wonderful flight, and that, but like I said, most all the girls have flown before. I don't know that many of them have flown without their parents, which kind of sometimes changes it, because they have to learn to be responsible for their luggage, their whatever. And Patricia said, when I called her, I said, I need you to come in our room last night before you go to bed. And she came in right away and she's like, what are you mad about? And I was like, I'm not. I just wanted to talk to you about that this is a big stage, and that there's cameras and people from not just Texas or our community.
That's good advice.
From all over the world. So you need to watch what you say, watch what you do, watch how you act, watch your face at all times.
Yeah,
so,
you got to stay pretty cool about everything.
And I said, just, be the person that you want to be shown to the world. And so I told her that. Yeah. I also told her to be very careful about social media, because even though you're posting something that's cute or funny, somebody else may take it another way. So I told her she couldn't post anything till she got back, and I checked it. So, because there's a lot of people watching. We've heard that people have been disqualified for all kind of things, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
That's nice advice you gave.
I know,
her.
I'm amazing.
And you are
Have
amazing.
I told you that?
I was sitting here thinking, man, that's amazing. This old gal telling her daughter that's good.
Yes, so she very much got the speech, and I'm pretty sure I probably didn't have to give it as hard as I gave it. And she goes, in the end, she said, is that it? Because I thought you were mad. I was like, no, that was it. Well, I just wanted to make sure I told you before you left.
It's whenever you have a winning thing, whatever it might be, in sports, for example, and I've had my share of it too. It's just a nice feeling to know that you accomplished so many things like that. Like we said a while ago, it is kind of surreal when it's all happening. You're kind of saying, man, I got to pinch myself that this is actually taking place. But after it's all said and done, no matter if they win the whole thing or get beat right off the bat, to make it to that point is honor. It's an accomplishment they'll never forget.
Yeah, and the experience is there. They've already done great things, and now we hope they do great things there. But whatever happens, it still will not negate the experience itself.
And there too, just like we always say, a team effort. It takes a lot. Not only do they have good players on the team, they got to cooperate with one another.
They do.
You got to have coaches that pull them together, because don't underestimate. I know you don't give your husband a lot of credit, but coaches have a lot to do with organize, as they say, sail the ship. And you got to have somebody that can captain the ship. And then, of course, you parents, the support y'all give them, and it's all part of the whole thing.
Yeah, and I think that's been kind of the surrealness of the experience too, is that we are parents that, like, our kids have grown up together, so we've known each other for a very long time. Some of us before our kids were even born. And so you're getting to experience this with a group of friends and people that, you know, they're excited not only for their kid, but for your kid, which is, I think, probably one of the best things is we're all excited for all the girls. It's not like, oh, I want my kid to shine.
Yeah.
It's, I want them to shine.
That's
and
a
so,
good thing.
you know, I think most of us, the girls, like I said, they've been playing so long together and they're getting stronger, and you know they're so close to like home runs and different things and doing great things. And it's taken this long for our team to hit some over the fence, which happened in New Mexico. And I mean, that was like tears in your eyes kind of moment. And it wasn't my daughter. So, I mean, that's how I felt for them. And I appreciate the kindness. And I think for the girls, it's been amazing for them to see and like read the Facebook comments and people saying good luck and how many different places people are cheering for them. It's just kind of, they're overwhelmed because they had no idea that many people cared. And so very exciting. Like I said, the community coming out was incredible yesterday, and not just Shiner, all over. So we're excited. I'm excited that my daughter is on her way because packing was not fun. And now to know that I have to go and start over with packing my own stuff. But that's probably going to be easier.
Well, again, the first game they play is on Sunday afternoon
at 4 o'clock, so 6 o'clock y'all time. So
4
settle
o'clock
in.
Pacific time, 6 o'clock Central time.
Yes, and if
Texas
you go
time.
look it up, I mean, we're still trying to figure it out because some people have been asking, but I know like some platforms, DirecTV, Hulu, YouTube TV.
ESPN's supposed to be carrying, but it's on ESPN Plus.
So try to start looking it up, Google it, do whatever. If and when I find a link, I will definitely share it on my Facebook page, and I'll probably share it on the Local Lowdown and the Shiner Gazette. So check all those places out if you're looking for it. The girls will love the support. I don't know that we'll be able to live stream because there's lots of rules now.
Yeah, that's right.
And like I said, we're not anything about getting our kids in trouble.
They probably won't allow you to do that with them
ESPN.
having television.
And they had to answer so many questions.
Well, I think that's pretty neat too. You said they provide them with a uniform. That's why they had to go up today.
Right. So they get a top, pants, socks, belt,
and then
visor,
you said a bat, and what else?
They'll get some bats. Like, not each girl gets their own, but they get like team bats.
Oh, okay.
And
well, do they have to use those team bats?
No. So we sent, each girl took their own bat, so they can swing whatever they want. I mean, they'll be inspected, I'm sure, but they can swing whatever they want. And then and the Little League and Shiner bought them new batting helmets. So they'll have white helmets with Shiner stickers, so we can represent Shiner there.
Even though they're actually wearing Southwest.
And it's orange and whatever, but we got to bring our purple in because that's what we've done this long. And so the coach packed the bats and helmets and shipped those. And then they'll get some more bats when they're there. we all packed our cleats because she asked us to do that, but they're supposed to get new cleats.
Well,
but
that's
that's not comfortable, you want your own.
That's pretty neat, though, that they provide.
Yeah.
And actually, the Little League Association, I think it's
that's
sponsored
the
in the Little
overall,
League.
yeah. And so, it's very nice and very fun for them that they get new
that's
stuff.
Nice.
And,
it's rewarding.
and they get a bat bag. So
okay, that is
so
nice.
that we've heard, that I know of. Now, of course, they're on a flight, and I haven't heard, and I'll have to report back when we get
They
back.
probably get a lot of that when they arrive in Washington too.
And they were supposed to be all made up, even though it was 4:00 this morning, because they possibly go straight to pictures.
Wow.
So, 14-year-old girls don't want to look crazy.
Listening to you, it sounds like it's a logistic nightmare.
It's a lot, and I'm glad I'm not the coach, and I appreciate them very much. Well, and I appreciate them for giving me a little vacation here.
Well, I guess the Little League, though, gives a lot of guidance on it, too, or they probably spell it out what you're supposed to do.
I would say, but I think that a lot of it has to do with the other teams haven't finished their tournament either, like as soon as we did, because we actually didn't find out about them flying out till like Monday evening. Mm-hmm. So it's been kind of everything last minute, and they flew Alaska Airlines, which I thought was different, but I'm thinking that's because it's international, so they could.
Well, I think Alaska Airlines is a more common airline up in that
area too,
northwest area. But we want to wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
I don't always say best of luck. I wish you the very best because luck is part of winning. Like I said, it takes players, it takes the coaches, it takes the parents, but it also takes a little breaks every once in a while. You might get a little break.
Yeah,
here
and
or
it
there
does. And I
win.
will say the one thing about this team, because I know Mr. Jimmy Apple here has said we've had a lot of easy Vicks, which score-wise, for a long time, it has looked that way. But even though the scores looked that way a little bit more in New Mexico still, they weren't easy. And the girls, one game were behind by a lot, and they scored 11 runs in one inning. So they showed their fight and their determination, and it's not easy to come from behind, especially when you're not used to coming from behind. But errors can cost you, so hopefully we've cleaned some of that out.
Little breaks here or there that you could get.
Yeah.
My baseball teams have won games like that. I told you before, we played games in the playoffs sometime that the team we played was better than us, but for some reason they put pressure on themselves and we were able to beat them. So.
Yeah, and it's just one thing, and that's the importance. If you're teaching anything to a young player, the one thing Gilbert and I have taught Patricia is don't stand there and look at strikes all the time, because if you strike out looking, you're giving yourself no chance. Mm-hmm. If you strike out swinging, well, I'd rather have you not done that. But if you put the ball in play, there's always a chance. Putting the ball in play is super important. And I always think it's funny because, of course, at certain ages, like you go through, I guess, phases, right? And so at one point, you just want to hit a hard ground ball. And then when you're really little, you want to hit it to the outfield. Now you want to hit something in a gap in the outfield, I feel, or hit it over. But sometimes those little bloopers get you as well. So just put the ball in play.
Exactly. Well, I don't have anything else.
Me neither. This has been my life. So
yeah, I was thinking about we were talking sports here. I said, boy, we sound like two sports columnists. I know.
Right now. This is the Local Lowdown Sports Edition.
There you go.
I hope y'all enjoyed it. But we're very excited. And even if you read, because I didn't talk much about it, Mark Luby did interview the manager, and she talks about how none of us, really thought we would be here. So I think that's the thing. It hasn't all sunk in. But again, here we are, and we're excited. So
good for y'all.
Y'all are going to miss me next week, but I'm going to be hopefully having fun somewhere.
We as we said, we all wish y'all the best, very best.
And you're going to miss me. Why won't you say it, Jimmy?
Because, I'll say it. I'll miss you to some extent.
Immensely. He's going to miss me immensely. And so will Murray. Very much so, because you never know. I don't know.
Chuck, and
Chuck definitely will miss me. He just misses us over the weekend. So that'll be 9 days he won't see me. So
all right, we better cut it off because Murray's going to be hollering at us here pretty soon.
Murray's always hollering at me, so this is on you. But we made it through. We both cleared our throats. Jimmy had like cough drops, snot rag. I don't even know. But we made it through, and we're happy that you joined us. And I will be in Washington next week, but they will be here. I guess Jimmy's going to take my place. I don't know. Man, 3 weeks in a row of the great Coach Jimmy Appelt. So, all right. Well, y'all take care. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Have fun. And good luck to the Shiner All-Stars.
Same. I enjoyed it again.
All right. Bye.